you back to the hate group, to the people that hate you. Like, all right, Harriet Tubman and everybody that fought to free slaves from the oppressors, from their slave masters, fought hard. Some people lost their lives. And for Christians to join you back with them in every way is just like they see blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans running from the plantation, and they catch you and take you back. That's what it feel like to me. I don't know about y'all, and y'all can chime in whenever. You know what I'm saying? It felt like when I seen that last night, it felt like, have you ever seen those movies those old slavery movies? And when they be trying to catch runaway slaves, they always have that one slave with them. That works side, right. He worked side by side with master, and he damn near hate black people more than the master do. And they use him to catch other slaves and bring them back.
Right.
So I felt like last night they used that man as a slave catcher to try to bring us back in the mentality of slavery, to bring us back to the plantation last night. That's how I feel about it. Y'all brothers can chime in.
Nah, listen, I'm on the same sentiment you on, Warrior. Like, that's exactly what it was. It was a show. You know, they put on the show just to hypnotize the folks out there to think that this man that's recently got in office is for us. You know what I mean? And the thing is, black people, we gonna chase the bread. So whoever we see in power with money and wealth, that's who we gonna side with rather than side with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And that's an unfortunate thing. And we think just because they have that wealth that they gonna share it with us. You know, that cat that was singing on that stage don't even have a job at the presidential cabinet. You know what I mean? All these black politicians who side with him they're not hired by him. You know what I mean? But Elon Musk is, Jeff Bezos is, all his cabinet mates are white. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Negroes thinking that you're gonna get a piece, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Right. And thing too, just to piggyback on what you're saying is heavy, is that they only used them because it was Martin Luther King's so-called holiday.
Yeah,
like if that inauguration was on any other day, you wouldn't have seen that many black people over there. They had a black band, they had this black coon of a pastor, like everything they had to, that was a good political look. His advisor was like, hey, we got to get the African Americans, we got to get the niggers into this inauguration because it's Martin Luther King's holiday. So some kind of way we got to incorporate black people more than we should on this day. You know what I'm saying? It's still your day, but being that it's a so-called holiday, you know what it is. We gotta put input more black people in this. And that's exactly what they did.
Damn.
Got Nelly on that switch it out. Yeah. Got Nelly on that switch. What? How the hell you talking about free at last when our Isupk brothers running for their lives?
Right.
What about them? Are they not free? Shouldn't they have a piece of the freedom that you said that we got? Isupk brothers from California to New York to anywhere in the United States right now on red alert. And this nigga up here talking about free at last.
Right. Especially something that used to belong to them. Like that.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the Mexican army that fought against the American army at the Alamo to help keep slaves out of slavery. That's what the Battle of the Alamo was all about. It wasn't about territory. It was about like, no, y'all not bringing that over here on our lands. When the slaves escaped to Mexico, they was free. And the oppressor wanted to go into Mexico and bring back the slaves because they treated us like property. They said our property is over there. We don't give a damn about what y'all who land it is. We coming to get our property. And our Isupk brothers had our back. Commander Junior Hunter did a breakdown on that a while back. Maybe it was like in 2023. I don't know if y'all familiar with it. But he did a breakdown on what the Alamo was all about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you white people ain't going to tell the correct history on anything. So, you know, our people must understand what they go through is the same thing we going through, because it's not just Isupk brothers that are in, you know what I'm saying, danger of being deported. It's Benjamites. It's Levites. You know what I'm saying? It's other people like that also.
Oh my God.
So, like, that show they put on last night was horrible. It was a slap in the face. Go ahead, sir.
My bad. I don't mean to interrupt, but
No,
don't
you got.
forget these entertainers. Don't forget Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. After they was talking cold cash BS about this man a couple years back, all of a sudden, a lot of these Negroes throughout the years became Trump supporters. A
You
lot
want to
of
know
these
what?
Negroes, man. I'm telling you.
Sir, you want to know why? Because they thought he wasn't gonna win. They didn't think he was gonna win, so they thought they were safe. You know how it be when somebody talking about somebody because they don't think they're gonna see him, and it just so happened that person walk up. Now all that talk, all that
Trump caught
talk
their
just
ass,
stopped.
huh?
Yeah, all that talk just stopped. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit just ceased.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Shabbat. You want to say something?
Salaki, I didn't get a chance to salute in. Salami, how about you, man? Shabbat
Hey,
Rakatham.
some
You
sharp
know what
break
I mean?
stop.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, paraphrasing the precept, how you can't serve God and mammon. You know what I mean? That's just last night what you seen. Like you talking about with Nelly and the rappers. It was all about money for them. And then paraphrasing another scripture, man, you can't set no heathen king over you. You know what I'm saying? So we should not want to partake in any of that. And it was an embarrassment, as you were saying earlier, with the little salute that he gave, that little Hail Hitler thing he gave. That was like it's almost like, you know, you're a second class citizen of those Judites that were involved in that show. It's almost like they signed up to be second class citizens to go there and parade with them, and whatever we do, y'all gonna take. You know what I mean? That was it.
Right,
Like a prostitute. That's
right.
basically, they got hired. You know what I mean? That was it.
Damn right.
Those some good presets. We might as well, jump to them joints. What you think?
Right. Yeah. So we gonna put them to the test. Christians want you to integrate. The Bible says separate. What you gonna do? Who you gonna listen to? We're gonna get into precepts that tell us that the Lord separated us from everybody. And what your pastors and what those Democrat parties did last night was try to integrate you back into further oppression. They're trying to pacify you to bring you back to sleep so you can be under your oppressor's heel even more that you already are. Yeah, we're gonna bring it out with the scriptures tonight because that's what we do. So we're gonna get into a little bit of scriptures tonight about the Lord told his people to separate. He don't care. Last night wasn't for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It was for the oppressors and the oppressors only. Just like when they had parties and gatherings at the plantation, they used the Negroes for entertainment. That's what y'all was last night. Y'all was just entertainment.
Man, you should have seen the video of Snoop Dogg DJing at the inaugural, man. Them white folks, they ain't pay him no mind at all, man. You know what I mean? Like you saying, like they just go there, entertain, and thinking that they involved. Nah, them white folks is not paying no mind, man.
Give me another drink, nigga. What's your name?
Right.
What's your name is? Cane Dog, Snoop, whatever your name is. Give me another drink. And you ain't even the bartender.
Right.
Yeah. So let's get if I could, let's get Exodus 11 and 7. Because we going to the front to the back through the whole Bible to let y'all know that it never changed. The Lord never changed his mind about separating his people. He didn't give a damn about what everybody else did. But for his people, he told his people to follow him and to serve only him and to separate.
Salaki, I got it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead, Warrior, whenever you got it.
Khan. Book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Right. Against any black, Hispanic, or Native American, the Lord said not a dog should move his tongue. Like all the things they've been saying about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people throughout the time, throughout these centuries and years, they really just been blaspheming. They really just been, it's like a slap in the Lord's face because the Lord put his name on us. And look how they treat the Lord's chosen people. They call you all kind of niggas and spicks and wetbacks, immigrants, refugees, like all kind of names, lazy, drug dealers, killers, and rapists. When you got a rapist running the country, he was convicted. And y'all want to say all these derogatory words towards the Lord's chosen people. He said, not a dog should move his tongue against us. Go ahead.
Khan. Against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
We ain't Africans. Y'all wanted to be on Obama side so bad because he was brown, he was black, and y'all thought he was a Negro. Y'all thought he was one of us. The Lord put a difference between them and us. There was never togetherness with the Lord. The only time it was ever a whole bunch of nations in one was when we were serving captivity in Babylon, and this is the new Babylon. That's the only time that happened, and it wasn't a good thing. All them people was up under subjection, just like us. We was up under, subjection to the Babylonians. You know what I'm saying? So you want to chime in, sir? You go ahead.
Nah, listen, you right on it, man. Like what this brother's bringing out is heavy because it was never meant for us to join them. Never was it God's intention for us to be one or integrate with these other nations. The hell what Martin Luther King is talking about. Because he didn't get that out of the Bible, for sure.
Right. And like, why does your Christian church want you together with the slave master? Because if you don't get together, he don't eat. That means he'll be just like me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Regular people.
Listen,
Oppressed.
if I may, I got a precept on that. I don't know if
Well,
you want
let's
to go
do
to
it. You know how we doing it.
that. It is real quick because what you bringing out is on point. And it's in the Bible. It's biblical.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's that's how valid, you know what I mean, the Bible is. Like everything that we live out today, the whole black experience has been recorded thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I could get Micah 6:1, Baba Kasha. right? Like you said, these pastors, they want us to integrate with them because this is how they get their money. This is how they get their bag. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose out from what the Romans got for them. You know what I mean? The Europeans got for them, just like the time of Christ. Remember what Caiaphas in there? What he
Right.
was saying? God.
Right.
He was saying like, nah. If we left them alone, man, them Romans gonna come and take our land and take everything away from us, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a damn about us being free and ruling the earth and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they cared about, no, my bad. Let me get Amos 6:1. My bad. Only thing they cared about was Amos 6:1 was money. All right. Okay.
Like that.
I don't know if you still needed the link to bar, but I posted in the chat, or did you want me to send it to you?
No, Comic-Con, I got it. You just switched over from Orlando to Florida, right? That's all we did?
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Okay, I was on Orlando before. The class just cut.
Nah, there's no sweat. We on Florida.
Come. The book of
Right.
Amos, chapter 6, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to them that are at ease in Zion.
What does the word woe means? Go ahead.
Destruction.
Destruction. So it's saying destruction to those that are at ease in Zion. Who is Zion? Who is referred to as Zion in the Bible? Go ahead.
Israel.
Israel, right? So what it means to be at ease, what is that talking about? Just exactly what Officer Kanak just said. Niggas who's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Comfortable with serving master. You know what I mean? Being in the plantation, not wanting to be free. They're at ease. And the Lord is calling for destruction for people like that. Of our people. Of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who's comfortable with the fact that we have a white supremacist ruling over America. They comfortable. They fine and dandy with that. And they wish that every other Negro could be fine with that. You know why? Because that aligns with their pockets. Right? Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And trust, like, woe to them, Amos chapter 6, verse 1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria.
And trust in the mountain of who?
Samaria.
Samaria is who? Depending on the context, that's talking about what? Go ahead.
Whatever nation is in power in that captivity.
Right, another nation, right?
Right.
They trust in these other nations, right? The people that set above us, that's supposed to be our leaders, right? Like also I.S.U.P.K said as well, right? Heathens, right? They put their trust in them, right? So much of our people have put in their trust in Donald Trump because he's gonna do better for the stock market. So many of our people put our trust in Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all these other European men, Edomites, what I'm saying, with wealth and power, what I'm saying, but not knowing that these people have no interest of helping you. They have no interest at all. They have their own agenda. But our people get comfortable with the crumbs that they leave us with. Right? Read on.
Come. Which are named chief of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
To whom the house of Israel came.
Right. Read on.
Pass ye unto Calne,
Mm-hmm.
and see. And from thence go ye into Hamath, the great.
Mm-hmm.
Then go down to Goth of Philistines.
Right. So he's naming Right. Then he's naming these heathen countries and say, go take a look at these heathen countries, right? Read on.
Be they better than these kingdoms?
Right. Like he's asking a question like these other heathens, we look at them as so great and we admire them, not knowing that we are better than them. You get what I'm saying? Like we are a
Right.
better nation than them. Everything that they got that they're able to produce in America, we are the backbones behind it. Everything. We the one that pioneered America, whether it's technology, in athleticism, academics, any inventions, right? We are the top scientists here in this nation. You know what I'm saying? The smoothest, the most productive. You know what I'm saying? So much so that our oppressor, who didn't even have a name for us, you know what I'm saying, back in the 70s or in the 60s, called us soul brother. Before you was even an African American, they labeled you a soul brother. You know why? Because they knew that there was something in you that there was like nobody else on this earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yet we trust in them for our salvation. Right? Because there's a reason why. There's a reason why our people are at ease with Donald Trump being in office. Read on.
Come. Or their border greater than your borders?
Mm-hmm.
Ye that put far away the evil day, and
They do
call
what?
ye that put far away the evil day.
Right. Of our people that put far away the evil day. What is the evil day that's coming? Mass deportation. Right? They think light of that. They think, well, as long as it's not affecting us directly as a community, then it's not our problem. Well, guess what? The Mexicans are your brothers, black man. You know what I'm saying? Hispanics are your brothers. The brothers that's coming from the West Indies, the Caribbean islands, are your brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you should feel some type of way about this mass deportation bill that Donald Trump is getting ready to sign. And I don't know how true it is. I think he also signed an executive order saying natural born citizens, people that's born in the country are no longer are be considered a natural born citizen. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen it floating around on social media. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to take a lot to get past, anyways. But that's how much hatred he has for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That he don't even want the people that's born in this nation, that's of the 12 tribes of Israel, that comes from outside of this country, to have natural born citizenship. And our people, we comfortable with it, because the stock market, we gonna eat now. Nigga, we gonna be good. Donald Trump, he gonna help out the economy. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is gonna affect us. We have to realize and band together. What they're doing all affects us as one, right? Read on.
Come. And cause the seat of violence to come near.
That's what's gonna happen to these Hispanic communities. Right? Read on.
Verse 4. That lie upon beds of ivory.
This is why they're at ease. This is why they're comfortable. Because they do what?
Lie upon beds of ivory.
Read
and
on.
stretch themselves upon their couches and
What
eat
that
the
sound like?
lamb out of the flock.
Damn. What does that sound like?
That sound like your typical so-called African-American leader.
There you go.
That sound like black politicians.
Mm-hmm. Them niggas living good. They living good. You know what I'm saying? They get sleep on beds of ivory. Eating the most finest of dishes. They living, that nigga that sung that "We Are Free at Last," you don't give a damn what happens to the Mexican community. As long as his pocket is being paid by the end of that speech. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem with us, and the Lord is speaking about it.
Right.
We'll sell ourselves short for $1.
Dollar
For some
bill.
goddamn money where the white man face is printed on it. My fault. If our brothers want to chime in too, my bad.
No, go ahead. So you reckon it up. What you're saying is heavy because The almighty dollar. No, they call it the almighty dollar.
Yeah, God, they do. They definitely do.
Because that piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
with that oppressor's face on it, if a man's not girded up with the commandments of the Lord or serving the Most High, it will make a strong man fall weak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It'll take a man
God.
that had integrity. If he don't follow the Lord, it'll make him even lose his integrity. It'll make him break.
Yup. You
It'll make
listen.
him break. Like that's why I say, like, you gotta have the Lord. You gotta have the Lord on your side. You gotta understand the Most High. You gotta serve him really. Because if you don't, that little piece of green paper with the people that hung with the person that hung your ancestors on trees and light poles will
Mm-hmm.
make you lose all integrity of your own self for vanity.
For vanity. Man, that's right. Man, listen, get that brother a hand, man. It's just sad. I don't mean to keep on, ad-libbing too while you were speaking, but it's just because I'd have witnessed things like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure you have, and Shabar has as well too. See people that have integrity, people that you could admire and be like, he made it out the hood. He's making a change or doing something positive. Flipped a whole script. Flipped the whole script. They say the hell with all of y'all in the ghetto. I gotta do what's right for me. Regardless if it's something that's detrimental to my own community, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're seeing with these rich Negroes. That's what we're seeing with these entertainers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we see. Well, we got a
Right.
question in the chat.
That's Denzel Washington. Find out that nigga
Denzel
kissed the man.
Washington,
Yeah,
kind.
I thought y'all Denzel Washington ain't gonna get him. He the last one left that ain't been. This nigga folded too. And
Yeah.
then guess what happened? Niggas trying to be a pastor. That's
Yeah.
what they do. That's they safe haven. They go run into the Christian church.
Yeah, that's the last stop for every wicked nigga. Christian church.
Right.
They got nowhere else to go. My fault, man. Go ahead and finish that verse, boy. My
No,
bad.
go. You said there's a question in the chat, sir.
Oh yeah, we if you want to grab it, we can get the question. It's up to you, boy.
Yeah. We ain't gonna know the question. Sister got a question.
All right. Can you just finish up the verse real quick, and then we'll grab we'll go straight to the question.
Sir. And it says, verse 4, Amos chapter 6, verse 4, that lie upon beds of ivory and stretch themselves upon their couches and eat the
Mm-hmm.
lambs out of the flock and the
Mm-hmm.
calves out of the midst of the stall
Mm-hmm.
that chant to the sound of voice and invent to themselves instruments of music like David.
Mm-hmm. All right, they living comfortable. They living good. They got their music, they parties, they eating good. That's all they care about. Read on.
Come, that drink wine in bowls and anoint
Drinking
themselves,
good.
sir, and anoint themselves with the chief ointments,
Mm-hmm.
but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph.
They're not what?
Grieved for the affliction of Joseph.
Because they living good, they can care less about the affliction that's being done unto Joseph. Who is Joseph? Who is that considered? Who's that talking about?
It's like it's talking about the children of Israel, the 12
The
tribes.
children of Israel, right? And even more specifically, i.e., the Hispanic tribes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can care less about what's going on amongst them as long as they straight. And they influence us as a people to join them and to integrate with the oppressor. Because that's what it's the only way it seems like we're going to make it out.
Right.
Right? When it comes to us getting out the ghetto or getting out the conditions that we in, you have to assimilate. Right? Don't they say that? Why you hating on me, brother? I made it. As if that's the only way we can make it. Imagine if we stuck together and we love one another. Imagine much more that we can accomplish than just integrating with this damn beast who's robbed, raped, and stole everything from us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You think you have to be a tap dancing buffoon just to make it? You think you have to sing and dance for this oppressor just to make it? You can be completely independent and separate and still have a successful life.
Mm-hmm.
But these rich folks, they'll tell you otherwise. Right? Can you finish that out real quick? My bad.
Shall come, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore now shall they go captive with the first that go captive.
What's going to happen to them? What the Lord going to do to them?
They shall go captive with the first that go captive.
Read on.
And the banquet of them that stretch themselves shall be removed.
They shall be what?
Removed.
Listen, all these rich folks who's comfortable right now, soon enough the roles is going to be reversed. It's going to be reversed. You comfortable with the crumbs that oppressor gives you? Let Diddy be a lesson to you. Diddy was doing his thing for a minute, getting all type of riches and wealth and notoriety. And guess what? He ain't the only one. Guess who's also guilty of what Diddy did? Vince McMahon. Donald Trump. Who else? Give me some more. Vince McMahon, Donald Trump. Who else? All them all freaky ass Edomites. Hugh Hefner. You know what I'm saying? They got books with one of his those playmates talking about all the secret stuff that happened in the Playboy Mansion that Hugh Hefner was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Diddy thought he could do the same thing.
He
was comfortable. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm saying what he did was he made himself equal to the oppressor. He thought it was equal because he had that money.
Yep.
And they was giving him millions. Out of all the evil things he did, all the families he done broke up because he had their agenda, they rewarded him. But then when you got too high in this oppressor's kingdom, they'll quickly show you you just a nigga with some money. Let me bring you back down to earth. Bring you back down to the reality at this time. Now you still being oppressed. We're still slaves here.
Yep.
We not free.
Free at last. Free at last.
Right.
They got
and Salaki, so to be like on point, this is to say this. In the movies, they show you the same spirit that they have today. Because in the old movies, what they used to do to the house nigga that got out of line. If anybody know. They teach him a lesson. They teach him that he wasn't different. What they used to do to him. Anybody know?
Bring him out to the field and
put that nigga in the field. He may never work a day in the field in his life. But he mess up in the big house, they put him out in the field. And guess what the field Negroes do? The field slaves, they treat him like he's the master. Like he's a heathen. They don't really mess with him. They let him struggle. They let him have at it. They talk about him. They're like, yeah, nigga, now you one of us. That's what they did to Diddy. That's what they doing to Diddy. That's what they did to R. Kelly. That's what they did to all those uppity niggas that had it and looked down on the Lord's people. Their people, like we was beneath them. They brought them down to this to our level now. Now you looking for support.
Yep. Damn. Imagine that the Bible will speak about that. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine that specific of what we go through is right there in the records. You know what I'm saying? That's right on, man. Yeah. Shit. If you want to grab the sister question, man, you know what I mean? Go ahead, and rock
So
out.
where it was, sister says, Shalom, what is expected of a young sister coming into the truth?
And there's two of them, but they're both similar. Both questions are similar. So if you wanna, you know what I mean, tackle both.
Well, to answer both of the sisters' questions, make your check-ins, attend classes, come around to see the brotherhood and sisterhood. Come around. It's good to come around. Call for counsel. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Wing yourself off of everything that you was used to that is not of the Lord. And when you struggle with it, don't hold the struggle in. Because when you come into the truth, your problems ain't your own. They're your brother's
Right.
problems. They're your sister's problem. And you have help. So never let uh your mind tell you that you're alone. Because you're not alone. Everybody done been in your shoes, coming into the truth, changing their life, trying to get right. Just keep pushing and keep fighting. And don't be afraid to call for help. Try to change your mindset. Sometimes you gotta change the people you hang around. Most of the time you're gonna have to do that because if they're not trying to come in and serve the Lord like you are, the Bible said, can two not be agreed and walk together, paraphrasing? Like you're on a different path now. They might not be there yet. This could be friends, this could be family, it's whatever. Don't mean you what I'm saying, you gotta just all right, just stop talking to them, but stay strong and get grounded because you're gonna be the light to somebody that need to see it. You might be the reason they come in to change their life. So you stay strong, you get grounded, you do what you need to do to separate yourself from the world. And don't hold no burdens in on yourself. Don't blame yourself. It's the oppressor's fault that we are in the condition that we're in.
Damn right.
And call for counsel when you need it. That's what I would say to the young sisters. If any brother else has something else, it's like,
Get it, brother. And I don't know if Shabar wanna add anything. If I could, you know what I'm saying, I would say just two things, right? Everything that I.S.U.P.K brought out is 100% spot on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're listening, all right? Make sure you adhere to what these men are saying up here. We're not doing this for a sermon. We're not fucking pastors, Salaki. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to give you a good feeling or a good message. This is a school, right? In any school, you want to come and do what? Learn. That's what you want to do. So the way you learn is by sitting down, getting a piece of paper, and write down everything that we teach up here. You see this? I got a notebook full of notes from brothers that taught me. Whole notebook, whole composition notebook, full of notes from what brothers taught me. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to learn something that would actually change my life, right? As a young sister, you coming in here to change your life. This is not Christian mingle. It's not for you to be sassy and cute all the time. This is for you to actually put something in your freaking brain. You understand what I'm saying? Learn something. Put something in your mind, right? That's number one. Number two, expect to be a judgment to come on this earth. Now, it can come to you individually if you don't change your life and learn something, or you can wait until this whole empire falls and you fall with it. Make your choice. You know what I'm saying? The majority of these women out here that portray themselves to be whores, that you think is dope, that you think is cool, if they don't change their life according to what the Lord requires or to his standard, when judgment comes, guess what? They're going to be judged along with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's many more judgment that comes towards the end of this world that we know. You know what I'm saying? You can catch a STD. You can catch, you know what I'm saying, all type of illnesses. You can, all type of abuse and wickedness. There's so many things out there you know what I'm saying, that could cause trauma. You want to avoid those things. Avoid those things. Avoid judgment. The scriptures say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You better be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Better be afraid of what God can do to you. So come in here, learn, change your life, so that way you won't be judged. You know what I'm saying? And
Damn right.
that was it.
Damn right. So
Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir.
God.
go ahead.
So the sisters in the chat, I just want to pull one precept for them. Matthew chapter 6 and 24. When the scripture's talking about man, some of these scriptures apply to men and women, right? So Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 24 says, no man can serve two masters, right? For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. So coming into this truth at a young age, you're going to see this taking place between friends, maybe other adults. You only could, it says you can't serve two masters, so you have to serve the Most High God, or you're going to serve Satan, because anything outside of this truth is against God. So if everybody loves you, everybody's, wanting to die for your attention, you might have to reevaluate yourself and see, am I doing too many worldly things? Because Israel is a separate nation, a separate people, right? So when you're taking this walk in the truth, a lot of it's gonna feel like you feel alone because you're doing things different. So as Officer Canuck said and Officer Thawshab said, the brotherhood and sisterhood is what you'll lean on. Because everything else outside of the truth, they're gonna be living different. Like the holidays that just passed, Christmas, birthdays. There's gonna be questions come up that's gonna feel, you might feel awkward. They say happy birthday. You just have to stand on your ground. And like you said, what we're teaching, you go ahead and take in. Because each of us coming into this truth, we had to deal with the same thing. Some of us lost families, children, friends, parents, all because of what we say and what we teach. That's it.
Right.
Damn right. Damn right.
Damn right.
The lucky is this.
My bad, cause I don't mean to be too long winded. Can I get a precept as well too? My bad.
Man, y'all do y'all thing. See, this was the class before.
This nigga like, God damn it.
I love it. I love it.
My bad. Can somebody grab me where it said older woman teach the younger woman to do such and such, such and such?
The lucky.
That's somewhere in the New Testament.
Somebody say Salakia.
In Titus.
Oh, kind. Oh, no one y'all on here, right? My bad. Shalom.
Oh, he on there?
That was
Hey,
cool.
y'all was from Shabbat. What's going on, Way?
Shabbat.
Kind, yeah, that's in Titus, if I'm not mistaken.
I got it right here for you.
Okay, Most High Christ. If you can read that about shot. I ain't gonna be too long with it. My bad.
Nah, you could.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2. Let's start at verse 2. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false
Right.
accusers, not
Mm-hmm.
given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Oh man. Ali, how much of us can say and truly say within ourselves that we align with exactly what we're reading about right now? Like to look deep within yourself to say, you know what we reading, this is something I aspire to be. All right? What we're reading about is written for our foretime, for our learning. You know what I'm saying? And this is specifically for our young sisters coming into the truth. This is what you want to aspire to be like, right? Read on.
Come verse 4. That they may teach the young woman to be sober.
Teach a young woman to be what?
To be sober.
What does it mean to be sober? What does that mean? Go ahead.
In this context, sober means like the doctrine that we're teaching here. As we just said, this is the doctrine of the Most High. So it could be talking about wine, and just also anything outside of this truth. Be sober-minded. Stay locked in.
Facts. No, that's 100%. You know what I'm saying? And you also broke it down earlier on how you can possibly be influenced by other people that's outside of the truth and feel peer pressured and feel FOMO and all of that stuff. Like, you have to have a clear mind as a young sister. You know what I'm saying? To know that, like, I'm my own person. I choose to be who I want to be, not what Instagram tells me to be, not what TikTok or Facebook or whatever social media out there. You know what I'm saying? I choose what I want to be. You right? You want to have a clear mind. Read on.
Don't come. To love their husbands.
To do what?
To love their husbands.
Right? To love their husband. If you're a young sister that don't have a husband, who is this referring to then? Right? Who is that talking about?
Sucker, sir. It's talking about Yahushua. Talking about the Muslim.
Salakia,
Well,
sir.
before they could get to Yahushua, who they gonna speak to first?
Yeah, because it's talking about their fathers, right?
Right, the
Salakia.
fathers or the men that's over them.
Right.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't have a husband, guess what? A woman is never without a head, or at least a woman should not be ever without a head. You know what I'm saying? And here in the I.S.U.P.K, whether a sister is married or not married, she has a head, meaning she has that shield of protection that's going to guide her and give her direction and counsel her. You know what I'm saying? And that's the person that you should say Khan Adawan Khan to. You understand what I'm saying? So before you get to Yahushua, guess what? Go to Kanak, because he has the answers. Go to Shabar. Shabar got the answers. Go to Nawan Yali. He has the answers. You know what I'm saying? And have that respect for these men. You know what I'm saying? Because they are your head. Right? Read on.
Don't come. To love their children.
To do what?
To love their children.
That's what a woman should aspire to be. Not to be young and just giving it up to anybody, and then you find yourself to be pregnant, and then you don't know what to do, so now you run inside the abortion clinic and you unalive that baby. That's not what the Lord called you to be like, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't call you to just be giving yourself out there and you leave out on a man and now you a single mother with 2 or 3 kids. Now, I'm not trying to downplay the circumstances because I know what happens to our sisters. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to teach you as a younger sister how to avoid that. And older sisters should be doing the same thing. Older sisters should be like, yo, look what I did. You don't want to do that. You should do it like this, sis. Do it like, when you know what I'm saying? Keep your head wrapped. Pray. Do this, do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what an older sister should do. Keep herself holy. You know what I'm saying? So that way younger sisters can actually have something to look up to. Instead of these freaking Cardi B's and every other, they all the same. Every bitch you see online, they all the same. You don't see nothing different out there no more. Every bitch is talking about the same shit nowadays. And it's ridiculous. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Why not be different? You know what I'm saying? Be an inspiration to other younger sisters. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
To be discreet.
To be what?
To be discreet.
Oh man, that's a rough one for even older sisters. You know what I'm saying? The younger sister, be discreet. You know what I mean? Don't be so much on the internet talking your whole business. You revealing yourself. You doing all of that stuff. Nah, be discreet. Be a mystery. Niggas don't even know you. They only know you by your works that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that sister's A1. Don't mess with her. You know what I'm saying? She done fed 1,000. She done did this. She done housed brothers. Took care of brothers. Took care of sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know of her. That's the only reputation she has. You want to be discreet, right? Read on.
Don't come. Chastity.
Right? Chastity. You know what I'm saying? Discipline. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to be. Meek. Right? Read on.
Don't come. Keepers at home.
To do what?
Keepers at home.
I know that's rough to do, man. But FOMO, don't worry about FOMO. You ain't missing out on nothing. Trust me. You are the future, sis. What you doing now, eventually people are gonna catch on to later on in the years and on this earth. Right? Read on.
Good and obedient. Like good
To be
obedient.
what?
Like you. Good, obedient to their own husband.
Right. You want to be good, obedient to whoever your head is. Read on.
Don't come. That the word of God be not blasphemed.
Right. And I seen somebody make a great post, right? They said, whatever you do, don't embarrass Commander General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? If you a sister that inspired to come into the school, whatever you do, please do not embarrass the school. Right? Don't have a shield on and you just twerking in the middle of the club and niggas around like, isn't that a sister from the I.S.U.P.K? And we gotta come later on and pick you drunk up from the dance floor and bring you home and whatnot, and we all just sitting there embarrassed. Don't do that. Don't embarrass us. We work too hard for that. You know what I'm saying? Commander Jenniana works too hard for that and building up this nation. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like-minded with like everybody else. And what we're all trying to do is reach salvation through the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Right? And that's it. My bad word. That's all I got.
That's it right there. That sums it up. That'll do it. To read that scripture every time you want to ask yourself, what shall you be doing?
So lucky if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Wayne.
So lucky if I could. I don't want Jeremiah Muhammad said this a minute ago. He said, our sisters is no cowards as well. Like, for a sister to be no coward doesn't mean your ability to fight, you feel me? Like, a sister to be no coward, you got to be able to stand up against the devices of this world. Like, stand up against the Valentine's Day and all these things in the world that pleases you when you was in the world. But now you coming into the truth, you got to stand up against these temptations and desires that damn near every woman have. So like that's all I had to do.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Damn right.
And that's a young brother himself, 16 years old.
Facts. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got to think about what he got to go through. You know what I'm saying? But he got the Lord on his side. So, as y'all going to see, more young people going to come into this truth. And they're going to need somebody to relate to. What good of a person else to relate to but somebody their young age? And y'all showing them how to do it. Bringing these sisters in, brothers in. So, yeah, that's good to go. Good to go. All right. If I may, could I get Exodus chapter 33, verse 16?
I got it whenever you're ready, sir. Salakia.
Go ahead, Wade.
Now we're counting the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 16. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight?
So this is Moses talking to the Most High. He asking him, Lord, how are we going to know that you with us? I and thy people. It didn't say the whole world or everybody. It says me and your people. How are we going to know that you walking with us? How are we going to know that, we on your good side and you riding with us? How are the people going to know? How am I going to know? Keep going.
Wakan. Is it not in that thou goest with us?
Are you going to walk with us? Are you going to be there on our side, in our front, and our left, watching our flank? Like, are you going to be with us? You going to walk with us? You going to go wherever we go? When we're going on our journey, are you going to be right there with us? Keep going.
So shall we be separated? Separated?
So shall we be what?
Separated?
Together
Separated.
with everybody.
Separated.
They said we're going to be separated. This is Exodus. We're going to be separated. Go ahead.
I and thy people
I and thy people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, go ahead.
From all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
From all the people that are upon the face of the earth. We're going to be separated from everybody. That's how we're going to know that we're the Lord's chosen and the Lord is with us, because with us being separated, we have no outside influence on us. When we gather together with these heathen and the other nations, you can see the influence on us every day. Turn into drug dealers, we turn into criminals, we turn into idol worshipers. Everything that they do, we mimic. And just like Officer Thawashab said, that we're better in everything that we do, we try to be better even in the evil things that we do. Better than the white man.
Right.
You want to be the top gangster. You want to be the number one murderer. You want to be the number one drug dealer. You want to be the number one whoremonger. You want to be the number one thief. Like, you want to be that instead of being the Lord's chosen separate person.
We make crime look cool. That's crazy.
Right. Right. They called it organized crime. The mob did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they said niggas would never be on that level, because niggas can't get organized.
Right.
Even then, when you're doing evil, you still hating on your brother. Still.
Right.
Now I'm saying that we glorifying the evilness, but I'm just saying like, none of this shit is for you. None of it. You would never succeed at it. That's why you get 100 years for a dime rock, and an oppressor can have 20 keys and get 5 months probation. That's just how it is. Anybody wanna y'all got to chime in? If not, we can keep it rolling, because I want to show the people that it's never been togetherness. It's never been we all one people. The Lord tried to keep us away from these heathen for a reason. Can I get Leviticus 18:3?
I got it, Drew.
Go ahead. Whoever got it, go ahead.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 3. After the doings of the
Well,
land.
hold on. My bad. Lucky. Start at verse 2.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 2. Speaking to the children of Israel.
The whole world.
The children of Israel.
Everybody.
The children of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And say unto them.
And say unto them, these people,
I am the Lord your God.
I am your power. I'm not everybody's power, because I'm not speaking to everybody. Every time the Lord got a message for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in these scriptures, he says, speak to the children of Israel. He never says speak to everybody. He never says that. I got $20 for anybody that pull a scripture that says the Lord says speaking to the whole world.
John 3:16.
I was about to say that.
That say he loved the whole world. That say he loved the whole world. He ain't say he, and that ain't the world we talking about. Come on, man. That nigga trying to go on.
I'm just trying to get that $20, my
man. Right. So keep reading. Can I drop down to verse 3?
Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt.
After the doings of the land of America, because this is the new Egypt. Go ahead.
Wherein you dwelt.
Wherein we dwell, when we slaves. Go ahead.
Shall ye not do?
You should not do none of the things that the American people do, because you're not American. They won't even allow you to hold that title. They put Afro-American, Latino American, Native American. You're the children of Israel. So after the things is Christmas, Valentine's Day, New Year's, Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, eating swine, voting. After the things of this place, ye shall not do. Keep going.
Come. And after the doings of the land of Canaan,
After doing the land of them stinking Africans, Afro beats, want to be African, doing them little stinking dances that they be doing. All of that. Don't even do that either. Yeah, they black and y'all want to be them. Yeah, they call you African American, but you are not. The Lord is telling you right now, you are none of these things that these people calling you. You are none of these things that you think you are. Don't do none of that. You ain't know they eating rotisserie monkey like they do. You ain't over there laying cows pee on your head and you bathing in it. Putting big ass plastic plates in your lips. Why you ain't doing that if you so African? You want to choose and pick and choose the things that you want to be African in. You eat none of that. And you should do none of the things that they do. Keep going.
Come. Will I bring you? Shall ye not do? Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
Right. Keep going.
You shall do my judgments.
You shall follow the Lord's judgment. You should follow the Lord's word. You're supposed to be following these laws, statutes, and commandments because you're a different people. You're a chosen people. Keep going.
Come. And keep mine ordinances.
And keep his ordinance. Celebrate Passover. Celebrating Hanukkah. Celebrating the first fruits. Celebrating the Day of Atonement because we all need that. We have high holidays that we supposed to be celebrating, but you don't know them because you're too busy following behind the oppressor, chasing his lifestyle, chasing his dreams. The Lord say you're supposed to be doing his laws, statutes, and commandments, his ordinance. Keep going.
To walk therein.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Lord your God.
I am the Lord your God. That's why I'm telling you to do these things. All that voting and all that other stuff, doing what they doing, we ain't supposed to be doing it. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And y'all can chime in at any time, Sir Salaki.
Nah, shit. You break down 7. Go ahead, Shabar. My bad.
Salaki, you want to pull Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and then I'll jump to where I was going to jump.
Go ahead.
Come. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
But thou art a separate people. The word holy means separate. Contrary to what your Christian pastor and the Christian church tell you, holy means you sanctified and you walking, running up and down, shouting, hooting, and shucking and jiving, speaking in whatever you think you speaking in, just gibberish. That ain't what holy is. Holy means you're separate, and the reason why you're separate, because you're following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, of the Most High. That's what makes you separate. That's what makes you holy. Keep going.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord has chosen you. He chose you. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? He made that choice. It ain't like we had we had a choice, like, well, we can choose the God of Israel, or we could choose. You're doing that now, but in the beginning, you didn't. The Lord chose you. He put his name on you. And he chose you for himself, not for everybody. You're his portion. You're the Lord's possession. Key read.
Above all people that are
Equal
upon the
to.
face of the earth.
Now we equal to everybody, Shabar. What are you reading? Hold on. No, we're all one people.
Above all.
Nah, it said no. I was taught that everybody's equal. We the same and everything. I don't. I got
Above
a king
all people
above all people. Mm-hmm.
that are upon the face of the earth.
What else more you need? Who else need to tell you that you above everybody? When the creator of heaven and earth said, and you don't want to listen. You don't believe it. Our people been down so long that being above anything never crossed their mind. Being better than anybody never crossed their mind. Being special never crosses our people's mind because we've been at the bottom for so long. Because you want to be equal to a people that are below you. Why you want to be equal to the dirt? The dirt ain't got no value. Salaki, go ahead, Shabar.
Khan Wakan. We're going to go on to verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
Mm-hmm.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Right. The same way the Lord brought our ancestors out of Egypt is the same way he's going to bring us out of America. Because the Lord kept his oath. We broke our oath. He didn't never break his oath until we did. But Yahushua King is the bridge to bring us back to our oath, that we may be the Lord's people again. What the fuck is that?
Nigga. Salak. Ali Baba head ass nigga. What the hell?
Man, get your ass off of here.
Get this nigga up out of here. Access denied, Ali Baba.
Fuck
Oh
wrong with
my,
you.
oh my.
Go ahead, Shabar. You said you was going somewhere. Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh, Lala, I'm gonna let you go ahead and teach. You Tawab.
You sure?
I was just gonna jump to Psalms 147 and 19, but you got it. You Tawab.
Hey, you all right? You sure?
Yeah, no, you good. You good. I've been running on. Go ahead. You Tawab.
All right. No sweat. All right. We're gonna drop that one. Let me get Proverbs
I do
3
want
and
to
31.
mention we do have a question in the chat. My bad. Just want to throw that
Oh,
out
go
there.
ahead.
Whenever y'all want to, if you want
It says,
to
can I
dive
get a
in.
general breakdown on about who Eve is? Eve is Adam's rib. And you done probably not heard is she's uh she's from his tribe. Like when it says flesh of my flesh, like what you would say, sir? Like a cousin or something? A distant cousin
No,
or
yeah, like she's like you said, of his tribe, his own race. I would say the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, of
She
his
was
own
a
race.
black woman, show a
A
black
black
woman.
woman. Come on. She's a black
Mm-hmm.
woman from Adam's own tribe, own race, and he married her and she became his rib. She wasn't the first woman on earth. There was other people on earth, but the Lord chose Adam, and Adam chose her to be his wife. Just the quick little summary breakdown. If you got any more questions, Mondays are the mandatory class, and Officer Kazak will, answer all your questions. So I hope that helped you. Yeah, she's a black woman. She was the first chosen black woman that Adam chose. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that answered your question, sis. You know, like we say, any other questions, you know, you can always tune in.
I was like, great. Sis ain't playing, bro. She trying to soak up as much game as she can, my G.
Hey, I don't blame him. That's how
Hey,
you do it.
most like Christ. They're right, sis. You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we commend that, you know what I mean? Because I know it takes a lot of heart, you know what I mean? Let alone a young sister to come in here, you know what I mean? So that's what's up. You doing everything right, sis.
Wait. I'm
Listen,
sorry. Go ahead, sir.
who, me? Nah, this is they asking more questions. They want to know. They want to know, man.
So,
It's up to you if you want to answer or, you know what I mean?
Can I get a general breakdown of a righteous sister? A righteous sister is a sister that follows orders, that listens and learns and follow the commandments of the Most High, that loves her brothers and sisters as she loves herself. Read Proverbs 31. Read Proverbs 31. And what Al-Stawshar broke down in the book of Titus. That's along those guidelines. Being righteous was doing what's right in the sight of the Most High. So, you know.
And if I may, I ain't gonna be long. I'm just gonna add what also Kanak said too as well. Righteousness ain't shown until it's tested as well too.
Right.
So prepare for that. Prepare for that.
That's heavy.
Right. Let me get that precept real quick, and we, you know, prepare that soul for temptation. Anybody got it?
come. Let's see.
You got it? Go ahead, Warrior.
Salaki, one second, I'm just looking it up real quick.
Okay, don't sweat. Because
That's
you're going to
cool.
be tested. The Lord going to make sure you about what you say you about. Because you don't,
That's
it ain't just you can say one thing and don't act on it, don't mean it. That's what Christians do. They talk a good game, but they ain't about none of the stuff that they talk about. Go ahead.
So the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1
Mm-hmm.
says, Locky, one second. Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. Actually, let me start at verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare
Mm-hmm.
thy soul for temptation.
Meaning, just because it say my son, you can add this to your life too. Prepare your soul for temptation. Prepare your soul to prepare yourself to be fighting against everything that you're trying to give up. Like, cause it's gonna come your way. Are you gonna fall weak and go back into what you was doing before? Or are you gonna keep your eye on the prize? Or you keep serving the Most High and build up strength and courage? You're gonna be tempted to do some things. You're gonna be tempted to hang with some people that you ain't used to hang with. You're gonna be tempted to dress a certain way that you know you're not supposed to be tempted, that you know you're not supposed to be dressing, to act a certain way, to go back to your old ways. You're gonna be tempted because you're gonna feel like you're missing out on stuff. Keep going.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
Set your heart, set your mind, focus on the task at hand. Focus on what you should be doing or what you're supposed to be doing. Focus on what you said to the Most High. Keep going. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, I just want to bring out what you said. When the Bible's speaking of heart in this context, that's why Officer Kanak was pointing out his mind. So set your heart aright. Set your mind right. So this truth is about a mind state. That's all.
Go ahead.
And constantly endure.
Constantly endure. A lot of things gonna come your way, but you got to take it and keep striving. You can't let it break. You can't let it stop your path. You can't let it stop your walk. Some things gonna come harder than others, but just know you can go to counsel. You got counsel, and you got your brothers and sisters that are right there with you, so you're never alone. Constantly endure everything that come your way. Keep going.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Don't be so quick to run away. People say, "Oh, when I'm feeling this," is what you see on Facebook all the time. Oh, when I'm going through things, I just separate myself from everybody. That's the wrong damn thing to do. I like to be by myself when I'm going through it. Why? So them demons can play on your mind, get you to thinking everything that's not right, get you to turn your back on your brothers and sisters, turn your back on the Lord. Don't make haste to go back to what you used to do. Keep striving forward and see don't the Lord fight for you. See don't the Lord be on your side. See don't he answer you when you in distress. Keep going.
Cleave unto him and depart
Cleave,
not away.
right. Cleave unto him and depart not away. Hold on to the Lord. When shit get rough and get hard, you should be seeking the Most High even more. You should be seeking to get around your brothers and your sisters and even more. You should be seeking counsel even more to keep your mind right, to uplift you in your time when you feeling down. Don't depart. Don't run away, because the time you run away will be the time that he was just about to bring you up out of there. Is that it on that?
And depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That's what I was just finna say. At your last end, when you think you at your wit's end, the Lord gonna bring you up.
Right.
He gonna bring you up, and you're gonna be stronger now. So when the next time come around, you're gonna be stronger. You're gonna say, "Well, damn, I did this last time, so I'm gonna do this double time. I'm gonna seek him even more. I'm gonna pray even more. I'm gonna fast a little bit. I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold on to the Most High. I'm gonna cleave onto him, and he gonna bring you up in the last time. He ain't gonna let you fall." So that's it on that. Go ahead. You had something.
Yeah, I was just gonna finish off 4. That was the last of that. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Right. Damn right. When you change, when you brought down when that situation come to you and you feel like sheesh, take it with stride. Like, hey, I know the Most High with me. He ain't gonna let me fall. And you gotta believe that. You can hear it all day, but if you don't believe it, it don't have no effect on you. You gotta believe that the Lord with you when you down. He's testing, just like gold is tested, just like iron is forged in the fire. What makes you an example? Exempt for what's going on. Everybody got to go through their walk. Every man got to seek out his own righteousness. Every man got to go through what he go through to prove that he really want to serve the Lord. So take it cheerfully. Let nobody know when you're going through. Like you shouldn't wear it on your face. Like, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be out. Somebody be like, damn, that brother look toe up from the floor. He must be going through it. Nobody should know when you're going through it unless you're seeking counsel from somebody. You talking to a brother or sister and they uplifting you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it on that. If anybody else, you know what I'm saying?
God, damn right. Get that brother ahead. I ain't gonna be long with it, can I?
Ah,
know,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
Because you
Come
just said
on with it.
everything, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? Like, that was right on, you know what I mean? I want to commend every young sister and every sister that's on this chat, that's on this live, that's tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing the right thing by asking these brothers these questions, you know what I'm saying? These brothers is here for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's definitely a character thing. Like, you know what I mean? If they say integrity is when you do the right thing when nobody's looking. All right.
Right.
Make sure you have integrity. If you want to be a righteous sister, like the brother read, you're gonna be tested. That's it. That's all I have. My bad. I ain't gonna be
No,
long
no,
with
damn right, man. Damn right.
it.
Damn right. Damn right. Uh, where was that? Time is it? Okay, we got a little bit of time. Let me get Proverbs 3 and 31. Uh, the one y'all, are you still there? Oh, that's all right. Let me get yeah, Proverbs 3 and 31. Because this is like, you know, this is bread and butter. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy not the what to the what? Take the what and left the what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
We envying our oppressors because we're trying to be like our oppressors. We're trying to do the things that they doing. We want to be like them in their kingdom. And this is not how we should be. That's why we out here voting. We out here aborting our children. We out here becoming criminals. We are becoming drug dealers because our oppressors did all of this stuff. And it worked for them. So our people say, well, we can't do it. Because you ain't supposed to do it. That's why it don't work for you. The justice system does not work for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It works against you because it was made to work against you.
Right.
It wasn't meant for you to succeed in it. You were supposed to be broken by it. Envy not thy oppressor. Because he's going to be judged for everything that he done. And if you want to be in that boat and sail up shit creek, that's your ass. Oh.
Sell up. Hold on. That's a Judite proverb. You said sell up what?
You're going to sail up shit creek.
I ain't never heard that one. That's dope. Okay.
Definitely.
Right. Like your ass is cooked. As the young niggas say, nigga, you is done.
Yeah,
Because
right.
he is done. The Lord said he got indignation against Esau forever. Kiri,
And choose none of his ways.
now choose some of it.
Choose none of his ways.
A little bit of here, a little bit of there.
Choose none of his ways.
Voting, celebrating holidays.
And choose none of his ways.
We ain't supposed to be doing none of that. The Lord said none, not some. Oh, you can do some of it, but not the others. He said choose none of his ways. And that goes for his women too. Because the oppressor, the white woman, she got our sisters out here doing the same thing that they was doing. Showing off their bodies, becoming whores. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be manly. Like that goes for our sister too. Don't choose none of that. And this is the thing. When you ask a sister, You ask a sister, why you got blonde hair? You trying to be like them white women. No, I ain't. Tell me what Negro you see walking around here with blonde hair. That shit don't even look right. That shit looks so out of place. But they get that slogan and that term from white women. Blondes have more fun. That's what they say.
If I may,
Go
I
ahead,
don't
sir.
know. I had seen an article online where some white woman slept with 1,000 men in 21
Good.
hours or something like that. She like set the world record of sleeping with the most men in the shortest amount of time.
Mm-mm-mm. Now watch. Now watch that. And this is a white woman. Now
Mm-hmm.
watch. They're gonna try to pay some sister to do more than what she did. To be the first black woman to sleep with 1,000 niggas in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Damn, nigga, 10 minutes. God, sheesh.
Cause they gotta make you look worse than them when it comes to stuff like that.
Right,
They can't make that good wholesome white woman look like she just that to them, they cheer that type of shit on. She's a celebrity now. But you, sister, you think you gonna get a man after he see that? What dude gonna take you serious? She can find her husband. It's some old wrinkled bastard that want to marry her, rich, and she gonna get all his money. Who gonna marry you, sis? Who gonna entertain your thoughts of wanting to have kids and have a house and a family? Whoever is gonna entertain that if you do that? If you envy your oppressor and choose their way. Do you not know you're a princess of the Lord?
right,
You're a princess. You're royalty. Now I know
right,
you probably been called princess all your life when you was little, and that's just a name to you. But in reality, that's real deal. That's real talk. That's in your blood. You a
right,
princess, like royalty, like what you see in England and all that stuff. The royal family. You are part of a real royal family, the best
right.
royal family.
That's right.
You can't be out here uh, uh, looking like what they call them. Damn.
What, peasant?
Peasant.
No.
There it is. How you know? Your oppressor got us out here acting like peasants. We're the only royal family on this earth.
That's right.
And that's all I can say on that scripture. Like, don't envy them. Don't you should look at them and say, like, that's disgusting. We should look at everything that the white man and white woman do and look at it with our nose turned up like that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they deserve everything that they get. Let me get Isaiah 5 and 8. Oh, if anybody has.
Shit. I got a precept after this one. Whenever, if you think it's too wild.
Slocky, sir. Slocky.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's definitely to wild. We gotta no, go ahead with your precept because
No, 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 no. No,
no, go ahead
go,
because
go.
I ain't want to. That's the wrong scripture right there, sir. That's the wrong.
Oh,
I'm pulling the wrong one. So you can go ahead with yours, and I grab the scripture after.
oh, okay. Is it the wrong one?
Yeah, it's the wrong one. See, look, I got a
No,
whole
I'm
list
playing.
of.
No, I'm playing, man. I'm playing. Hey,
I
come
got a
on.
whole list. I went there before he started reading, and that ain't the one I want to grab. And I know, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, do your thing, sir.
I'm playing. I'm playing. Nah, but throw it.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
get Ecclesiasticus. Is it 17 and 17? No, no, 30, 31 and 30. 31 and 30, if I'm not mistaken. Ecclesiasticus.
You want to hear it first?
Yeah, please, Baba Shah.
Khan. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31, verse 30.
Verse 10. Verse 10. My bad. Verse 10.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31 and verse 10.
Scratch all of that. My bad. 33 and 10. My bad. 33. See, I don't even got the right scripture to look it up.
Oh, that's on my list too.
Oh yeah. Let's get
Good. Go on to bring
scripture.
out. Good. No, that's good. See, one mind, one body.
All right. Most High Christ. Yeah, 33 and 10. My bad. I got you all over the place.
Khan. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the one. Yeah, kind. All men are from the ground, and what?
And Adam was created of earth.
All right, read on.
In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
He had done what?
Hath divided them.
Right? Out of all creatures, right? Don't they say that we all come from Adam? I'm sure we probably heard that before, whether we come from a Christian or a religious background or just hearing that out in the world. We all come from Adam. We all the same. All our blood is red. All that blah, 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 bull crap. The Bible just said that out of all the men that's created on this earth, meaning mankind, the Lord did what?
And made their ways diverse.
He divided them and made their ways diverse. Right? The Lord did not call for all of us to be the same, regardless if your blood is red. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody's blood color is the same doesn't mean their blood type is the same. You can't get a blood transfusion from somebody with a different blood type than yours just because it's red. Right? You'll die and pass out. You know what I'm saying? That don't make us the same. All right? The Lord made us different. He made our ways different. He made our culture different. He made our customs different. He made our language different. How we dress different. What we celebrate different. Everything different from this oppression. Right? Read on.
Some of them hath he blessed.
Some of them he did what?
Hath he blessed.
Who did he bless? Right? Kanak brought it out earlier. Who did he bless? Who's the blessed people of the earth? Shit, you don't need a bit. You don't need a Bible to know who that is. Go ahead, Kanak.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this way. Then. Who can stand out in the sun for more than an hour without getting skin cancer?
It's the children of Israel.
Damn right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Salaki, sir.
Damn right. I mean, damn, the sun don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? That should let you know who's blessed on this earth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed you with these laws, statutes, and commandments, with royalty, a rich heritage. Right? You nigh unto Jesus Christ. I mean, damn. Who would have thought? A random Negro is kin to Jesus Christ, the greatest man that ever walked this earth. Read on.
Khan. And exalted.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them hath he sanctified.
Mm-hmm.
And set near him.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them hath he cursed and brought low.
Out of some of mankind, he did what?
Hath he cursed and brought low.
And who is that talking about?
They're talking about the oppressor.
Right. You know what I mean? So-called white man.
Right.
So, do you know that blonde hair is a recessive trait? And blue eyes? Now, of course, we're not speaking or bashing them based on their skin type and their phenotype and their archetype and all that bull crap, but it's because of their crimes and their actions. But I just want to give y'all a little bit of scientific knowledge, right? Blonde is a recessive trait. Blue eyes is a recessive trait, meaning this, right? It is absent of light and all the nutrients that it's supposed to have. So eventually it will recede, meaning it will fall out their head as they grow older. You know what I'm saying? You think black women spend a lot of money on wigs? best believe these white women are spending millions of dollars on wigs too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Their blue eyes eventually it goes dimmer and dimmer and weaker to where they get blind in their old age. It's recessive. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the right amount of nutrients that they need to see clearly, right? And this is the things that we mimic, right? Because the Lord didn't bless them like He blessed you with melanin and the afro and culture and the soul. He ain't bless them with that. You know what I'm saying? But we want to be like them, a lifeless serpent. Imagine that, a living kingdom envy a lifeless serpent. Right? Read on.
And turned out of their places.
Right, read on.
As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it as his pleasure.
Right.
So man is in the hand of him that made him.
Right. Same with God. Right? Read on.
To render to them as liketh him best.
That's how God did it. It's not our decision. I just thank God I'm black. You know what I mean? I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say, thank God. I might be oppressed. I might be on the bottom, but shit, at least I'm a nigga.
Exactly.
That shit. I'd rather do that than, be out here like them. You know what I'm saying? Because their rulership is not going to last. Yours is going to be everlasting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get on top, guess what? You ain't never going to fall down. You know what I'm saying? We think the most out for it. Any more? That's it. And then go ahead, chime in, cause my bad.
Are you good? No, we good.
Yeah, go get down.
What
Any
the
more on that?
Lord
That was
made,
it, right?
who can make straight what the Lord made crooked?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, no, you good on that, sir?
Yeah, God.
Okay, well,
Like,
okay, well, let me get Hosea 4 and 6. No one y'all, are you still on?
God, you can hear me?
Okay, I get you. One y'all, you hold Zephaniah 2 and 1.
You said Hosea 4 and 6?
Con.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
My blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What is this saying? This is saying because we don't know our nationality, our culture, our heritage, where we come from, the language we spoke, what we ate, what we used to wear. I'm going to take this from Officer Thawshaw. What were black people before the transatlantic slave trade? And I ain't saying it like he said, because he said it way better than me. But can anybody tell me what were black people before the transatlantic slave trade?
Maybe if you got to offer the money, man, you got to throw some buddy out there.
Nah, y'all niggas try to take my $20 earlier. You I threw it in my pocket. But seriously, they destroyed us because they took away our knowledge of self.
Right.
They took away our knowledge of who we were because they know that we was the best. We was the best people on earth. Well, we still are, but they took the knowledge of that, meaning that they took that away from us. They didn't let us practice that. They didn't let us encourage ourselves in knowing that we are the Lord's chosen people. So guess what? They destroyed us. Because if you don't know self, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you come from, you don't know nothing. They can tell you anything and you're going to believe it because you don't know the difference. So the Lord said, my people are destroyed because they have no knowledge and they don't seek it either. Keep reading.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Like I said, y'all rejected knowledge. What you rejected? You rejected this right here. This is where your knowledge comes from. These are your records. These are your go-to, your guidelines, your blueprint to finding yourself and to finding your God, your power, the nigga God. To finding the Most High, this is what you need. And you rejected it because what? You got that oppressive mentality that this is a white man book. Do you know that this book describes the destruction of your oppressor?
Right.
This book tells you who you are. And because you rejected knowledge, you destroy it. Keep going.
Wakan, I will also reject thee.
The Lord rejected us too. Because we didn't want to join with him, he rejected us too. And that's why you see what's going on today. But through the grace of God and under commanding Journey YAHANNA, he's teaching us how to come back through our King Yahweh Shah to be his people again. Like I said, in the land that they said that they was not his people, that the land that they're going to say that the same place they're going to say they are the children of God, the people of the Most High, paraphrasing. That's where you're going to see it. They keep telling us that we ain't nobody. But as we keep banging on these street corners and bringing it out, they ain't going to have no choice but to say that, damn, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. They are the real Jews. Any more on that, Shabbat?
That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right. The Lord said he was going to forget us since we forgot him. Since you forgot his laws, statutes, and commandments, he forgot us too. But now we back. Because you got brothers and sisters and young brothers and young sisters following the laws, statutes, and commandments and serving the Most High. The one y'all, you got Zephaniah 2 and 1?
Sir. You can
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Don't gather with the white man. Don't gather with the Chinese man. Don't gather with the Africans. Don't gather with the Asians or the Afghans. All of them people. Don't gather with them. Gather yourselves together. You together. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We need to come together. The Lord is telling us this. It's time to cut out separation from each other and separate from the other nations. When the Lord says separate, he didn't mean from each other. He means from the other nations. So gather yourselves together, separate from them, but you get together. Y'all stay together. Y'all get together. Go ahead.
Come. Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
Nobody desires us but the Lord. So we should desire to be of the Lord and be with the Lord, because no other nation on this earth desire you. They don't want you even in this country. See how they trying to deport us. If they could deport all black, Spanish, and Native Americans, they would. They don't desire you. You're not one of them. You're above them. The Lord chose you. You're the nation that's not desired. Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child. You're the people that's not desired. You're the people that's been getting oppressed and injustice and not treated like how you supposed to be treated. Always at the bottom. Always the last to hire and the first to fire. You're the one that's not desired. So why don't you gather yourself together? Keep reading. Is it more on that?
Verse 2.
No, you can hold verse 2. If I could, last one. Revelations 18 and 4. 18 and 4. And go ahead, sir, if you want to break this one down.
No, I was thinking about the same thing. 18 and 4. God.
Go ahead, sir. You got it.
Nah, do your thing. Nah, you got it. You got it.
Salaki, the book of
You the guest.
Revelations.
You the guest. I don't know when I might not have you on here again. Go ahead, break it down, sir.
Nah, you got it, man. Listen,
Baba Kashab.
I'll try, man. I'll try, man.
All right, go ahead, Shabbat.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right. You hearing this voice, you hear us on the corners. This is the Lord telling y'all, even though y'all hear us saying this, the Lord is telling us to tell y'all, to tell our people that we love like we love ourselves, to come out of her. When it says come out of her, it don't mean to pack up your things and move to another country, because you're just going to be in another country with the same people hate you. I mean, take your spirit out of this place. Take your mind out of this place. Come out of it. Stop doing these evil things that these heathens doing. Keep reading.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you be not partakers of the sins that America has been doing, because they have reached the heavens. The Most High have seen them. And you see what's going on in California. You don't think the Lord ain't answering these sins? You see what's going on in the East Coast? It's fire in the West and it's cold in the East. Tell me when you haven't seen the land like this. Snow all the way down to the top of Florida. Keep reading.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
These are the plagues from the Most High. Shit finna get real. Really, really real. You better come out of her. You better get your mind out of here and get your mind on the Most High. Get in these classes. Asking questions on how you can serve the Lord, or you're gonna be partakers of these plagues. That's all I have. Go ahead, sir.
That shit, man. You right on it. You know what I mean? I just want to just add a little bit in there, man. I ain't gonna be long-winded. For all these Cipro Negroes who think they're gonna be eating good because of Donald Trump just gotten, sworn in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? People love to tout him like he's some high-class businessman who know all the business accolades and all of that stuff. Man, he's a con artist, a charlatan. That's all he is. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
he just know how to hustle the game for a buck. You know what I mean? And you think that your black behind is going to get a piece of the pie, you're not. All right, there's a judgment set for this place, regardless of how successful you think America is about to do. There's still a judgment that's going to happen. Egypt at one time was the richest country on earth at one time, the richest and the most powerful country. And God made an example out of Pharaoh. What you think he's going to do to America? You're going to say, well, all his military might, you think Donald Trump can outsmart God? The prophecies are already written. It's already set in stone on what's going to happen on this earth, what's going to happen to America. You know what I mean? No matter, regardless of who's in office. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump can't change that, nor can you. Right? God has it already made. You better serve God and come out of this place. All right, that's it. I ain't got too much.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to say that head on. Donald Trump is a crooked or crook businessman. And whatever good for business, he gonna do. He don't give a damn who he hurt. If it's good for business, if he can gain from it, that's what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
God. Roberto, ask a question.
Do you have praying channels? We need to pray.
We need to pray.
You can answer that, sir.
What you want to what you want to say?
I say, get into class. Get into class. Get into the I.S.U.P.K. That's what I was gonna say.
God. Listen, we have enough prayer warriors, Alberto. We need soldiers.
Right.
That's what we need. Every nation on this earth have the right to defend themselves. What the government you know that don't have a military? Name one. You know what I mean? Well, guess what? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need a line of defense as well too. We done did the pray. We prayed. Listen, there's nothing wrong with prayer. Is important. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many prayer warriors out there. There's not enough actual warriors. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And so, like, right quick before you go, Shabbat, we pray for the destruction of America. That's what we pray for. So,
Damn
go
right.
ahead, Shabbat. You got it.
I didn't have anything, sir. I didn't have anything.
No,
What you think?
just
What you, I mean, it's up to you, I think. You want to go? You go into it right now, nigga. I see you.
I'm
Go into it
just
right
finna see what he talking about.
now. Boy, that boy want to pray, man. He needs to pray. Listen, Alberto, all jokes aside, though, you know what I'm saying? Why the brother look for the scripture? You know what I'm saying? Look, all jokes aside, prayer is important. You know what I mean? And if you need somebody to counsel you, call the I.S.U.P.K. All right? Look up the number to the nearest school by you. Go to isupk.com, call that number, and we can provide the counsel that you need, the prayer that you need. We are the answer to your prayer, right?
Right.
Whatever you've been praying for God to help you, to give you guidance in, guess what? There is a solution, but it's not going to come in the form that you think it is. It's not going to fall out the sky and float like a dove unto you and think, oh, this is my blessing, this is the answer to my prayers. Sometimes it comes in ways that we least suspect it. And I'm here to tell you, the brothers that's teaching you right now, also Kanak, Shabar, the one Yala, the men of the I.S.U.P.K. are the answer to your prayers. You know what I'm saying? But my bad, go ahead, Kanak.
No, I was just gonna say that it ain't no Jeremiah 3:33.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, so that ain't.
I was
So
just
that's why you need to get in class.
Right.
And with
Right.
that, you know what I'm saying? We are the I.S.U.P.K. started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. I want to say big the waters of 5K Thigh Weezy for, you know what I'm saying, blessing us with his presence.
The
Hey, a
water
big
you, the
shout out
water
to
y'all.
Officer Shabar for holding down Ring for us, man. I appreciate you. Officer the
God.
one y'all, you know what I'm saying, holding us down too. Everybody in the chat. Y'all by Shema Shabaraka Thumb. Y'all Shema Thah by Shema Shah. Shalom, Israel.
Thumb.